Hello students, welcome to SS classes. In previous lecture, we discussed about the control and coordination in plants. Today let us start with the very interesting topic of the chapter, that is control and coordination in animals. In my previous lecture, I told you about the sense organ present in animals. So we have these various sense organs which can detect the various kinds of the stimulus. For example, the eyes, ears, skin, tongue and nose. This various sense organ determines the various the stimulus, such as the eyes are used for the sight, the ears are used for the hearing, skin is used to detect the sense of touch and the pressure, the tongue is used to detect the sense of the taste, and the nose is used to detect the sense of the smell. And the various receptors are present in this are the sense organ. For example, here in the eyes, the photoreceptors are present. In the ears, the phonoreceptors are present, as I told you. In the skin, the thigmoreceptors and the thermoreceptors are present. And in the tongue, the gustatory receptors are present. And in the nose, olfactory receptors are present. So, children, these various receptors can detect the sense of various stimulus and hence accordingly gives response to stimuli. In my previous lecture, I told you that the animals have the muscles and the gland in order to give response, and they also have the nervous system which is not there in the plant body. So plant gives response to a stimuli with the help of the phytohormones, but animals have this well developed nervous system which gives the response to the stimuli with the help of the effector organs such as the muscles and the gland. So let us discuss what are the components of nervous system in human. So children, here you can see the various parts of the nervous system in human are given, that is the central nervous system, which can be represented by the short form C and S. And here is the peripheral nervous system, which can represent with the short form P and S. So CNS stands for central nervous system and the PNS stands for peripheral nervous system. See now, this is the very interesting full form because its word indicate the location of this part. Central nervous system. Central means what? Which is located at the center of our body. So the components of this central nervous system are the brain and the spinal cord. So we know that the brain is situated in the middle part of our body. So here at the top. And the cord is arising from the brain. That cord is called spinal cord. So these two parts are situated in the middle of our body, in the center of our body, and hence these two parts are categorized as central nervous system. While the nerve cord arising from this spinal cord, which moves around the spinal cord and connected to the various parts of our body. So this is the surrounding part of the central nervous system and hence this is called as the peripheral. Peripheral का मतलब क्या होता है बच्चों कि आजू बाजू वाला. फाइन. सो ये जो आपका सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम है, इस सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम में जहाँ पे आपका ब्रेन एंड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड है, उसके आजू बाजू वाली चीजें क्या क्या है, तो उसमें आते हैं सारे ऑल टाइप ऑफ नर्व्स. जैसे कि इसमें आते हैं स्पाइनल नर्व्स, इसमें आते हैं क्रैनियल नर्व्स और इसमें आते हैं विसरल नर्व्स. सो ये अलग अलग नर्व्स जो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड के अराउंड है, जो कि वेरियस ऑर्गन से कनेक्टेड है, मतलब ये आजू बाजू वाला पार्ट, सराउंडिंग वाला. दैट्स व्हाई this is categorized as peripheral nervous system. Let us see what are the parts of CNS. CNS have the three parts basically: the brain stem which is connected to the spinal cord, and third is the spinal cord itself. Now what is the brain? So brain we are going to discuss in detail. The very vast topic of this chapter and very interesting topic, that is the brain. So brain have the three parts: forebrain, midbrain, hindbrain. Again forebrain have the various lobes, that is frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe and occipital lobe. This is again one of the vast topic of this chapter. So that we will discuss in detail later on. Now we are discussing about the parts of NS, that is the nervous system. So brain is one of the part of the CNS, and the brain stem, the part which is connected at the end of the medulla oblongata, which ultimately form the cord that is called the spinal cord. So the spinal cord is the nerve cord arising from the brain till our hip bone, and from there the lot of nerves are arising which connected to the various parts of the body. And now here you can see the peripheral nervous system. This peripheral nervous system is divided into two parts, that is the autonomic nervous system and the somatic nervous system. So autonomic nervous system is also called as involuntary nervous system, because the involuntary activities of our body are controlled by this part, and this somatic nervous system, which is also called as the voluntary nervous system, which controls the voluntary activities. Now children, you can see the autonomic nervous system is further classified as sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. So बच्चों ये ऑटोमेटिक होने वाले रिस्पॉन्सेस है, जैसे कि ऑटोनॉमिक नर्वस सिस्टम involves the functions that are involuntary, which are not in our wills. So these movements are further classified as the movements which make us ready to fight and flight, and the movements which make us relax. जैसे कि for example you are walking on the street and a dog running behind you. So what will you do? First you will get scared and then you will start running from that. And later on, once you go away from that dog, again after some time you will become cool and calm. So these two are different activities. जैसे कि वही एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको देती हूँ कि आप एक रास्ते से जा रहे हैं फाइन, और आपके पीछे कोई डॉग वगैरह है जो आपके पीछे भाग रहा है. आप क्या करोगे? सबसे पहले आप तो डर जाओगे, आपका ब्रीदिंग रेट बढ़ेगा, ब्रीदिंग रेट बढ़ जाएगा, आपका ब्लड सर्कुलेशन बढ़ेगा, हार्ट बीट्स आपके बढ़ जाएंगे. यहाँ पे कौन से ग्लैंड्स काम करते हैं, कैसे होता है, हम सब डिस्कस करने वाले हैं लेटर ऑन इन द एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम. अब सिर्फ एग्जाम्पल समझ लो फॉर दिस टू पार्ट, सिंपैथेटिक एंड पैरासिम्पैथेटिक. सो आप भाग रहे हो, आपके पीछे डॉग भाग रहा है, आपका स्पीड काफ़ी अच्छा है और ये एनर्जी आपको उन्हीं ग्लैंड की वजह से आई है. सो लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी आपके अंदर है और आप भाग रहे हो. भागते भागते आप बहुत दूर चले गए. जब आप भाग रहे थे उसके पहले क्या हुआ था? आपके हार्ट बीट्स बढ़ गए थे, आपका ब्रीदिंग रेट बढ़ गया था, सांसें फूल गई थी, जिसकी वजह से आपको लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी मिली और आप भागते गए भागते गए भागते गए. आप एक कोने में चले गए, डॉग को अभी आप नहीं दिख रहे हो. थोड़ी देर में क्या होगा? धीरे धीरे आपकी बॉडी रिलैक्स पोजीशन में जाएगी. ऐसा नहीं है कि जितना ब्रीथिंग रेट आपका बढ़ गया था, जितने हार्ट बीट्स आपके बढ़ गए थे, वो वैसे के वैसे रहेंगे फॉर लॉन्ग टाइम, 2-3 दिन नहीं. आप 2-3 दिन स्कैर्ड नहीं हो सकते हो. आपकी बॉडी आपको रिलैक्स करने के लिए वापस रेडी हो जाती है. सो वापस धीरे धीरे आप रिलैक्स होने लगते हो और 10-15 मिनट बाद आप देखो आपका ब्रीदिंग रेट नॉर्मल हो जाता है, हार्ट बीट का रेट नॉर्मल हो जाता है, आपके सांसें फूलना भी बंद हो जाती है, आप कंप्लीटली रिलैक्स हो जाते हैं. फाइन. सो ये जो पहला प्रोसेस था, जब आपने डॉग को देखा कि वो आपके पीछे भाग रहा है और आप भागते चले गए, वो प्रोसेस किसने कंट्रोल किया? दैट इज द सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. सो this sympathetic nervous system prepares our body for action and for the stress. स्ट्रेस से आप हाइपर हो जाते हैं, कुछ एक्शन करना है, फास्ट एक्शन, जिसके लिए आपकी बॉडी आपको प्रिपेयर कर रही है. एंड दिस आर ऑफ कोर्स द इनवॉलंटरी ऑटोमेटिक मूवमेंट्स. नेक्स्ट, दिस कॉल्ड फाइट और फ्लाइट. ठीक है, फाइट करना है, एक्शन करना है या भागना है. भागना फ्रॉम दी, दैट इज द रनिंग अवे फ्रॉम दी एनिमीज. ये जो एक्शन है, दिस एक्शंस आर कंट्रोल्ड बाय दिस सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. नेक्स्ट हम देखते हैं पैरासिम्पैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम. ठीक है, आप भागते गए, आपके हार्ट बीट्स बढ़े हैं, ब्रीदिंग रेट बढ़ा हुआ है. ये कंटिन्यू ऐसे हमेशा के लिए नहीं रहेगा. आपका ब्रीदिंग रेट नॉर्मल रेंज में वापस आता है, आपकी बॉडी वापस रिलैक्स्ड हो जाएगी. और ये किसने कंट्रोल किया? This is controlled by the parasympathetic nervous system. So, calms the body and help the body to conserve the energy once again. ये आपके बॉडी को cool, calm करेगा, and once your body get the calm, your energy is conserved in your body. So ये ऐसे various nervous system के parts. So that is the CNS and the PNS. CNS के basically two parts, spinal cord and the brain, and the peripheral is divided into again two, that is the autonomic and somatic. Autonomic further classified into sympathetic and parasympathetic, and this somatic, which is also called as the voluntary sympathetic nervous system, which especially works for the voluntary activities which we are doing by our will, which not happens automatically. For example, picking up a pencil, sitting on the chair, riding a bicycle, writing something. These all are the voluntary movements which are controlled by the somatic nervous system. So children, let us see how these systems are arranged in our body. So children, in this diagram you can see that the parts of the nervous system. So here is the part of the nervous system that is called the brain, which is situated in the head, in the center of the body, and from here the cord is arising, the nerve cord is arising, and this is called the spinal cord. In this diagram here you can see from the spinal cord the various nerves are arising. Here you can see this various wire-like structure, the cord-like structures are arising, and these nerves are nothing but the part of PNS, that is the peripheral nervous system, which actually involve in the action and in the receiving the stimulus from the environment. So this peripheral nervous system have the various nerves such as the cranial nerves, spinal nerves, and the visceral nerves. So what are cranial nerves? Cranium is nothing but the brain. So the nerves arising from the brain in the head region. So the nerve arising from the brain are called the cranial nerves. Here also the nerves are arising, and these are the 12 pairs of the nerves. 12 pairs of the cranial nerves are arising from the brain, and here from the spinal cord. From the spinal cord 32 pairs of the spinal nerves are arising, and which are connected to various parts of the body. So first type is the cranial nerve, second is the spinal nerve, and the third is the visceral nerves. So visceral nerves are connected to the internal organs which involve in the involuntary activities. So children, in this way the nerves are classified as cranial nerves, spinal nerves, and the visceral nerves. So let us discuss in detail about the structure and the function of neuron, which is the structural and functional unit of the brain. So brain and our spinal cord along with our peripheral nervous system, that is the network of the nerves. These all things are made up of the small unit called the neurons. So children, neuron is nothing but the structural and the functional unit of the nervous system. So nervous system is completely, it is made up of the neurons, the network of the neurons, which involves in the conduction of the impulses from one part of the body to another. So let us discuss in detail what the neurons are. So children, here you can see there is a structure of neuron. Neuron is nothing but the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. So this we have already done in the 9th standard in chapter tissue. Let us recall in short. So this neuron is divided into two parts. First is the cyton, that is the cell body, and the next is the axon. So this cyton and the cell body have the fibrous membrane, and these fibers are called nothing but the dendrites. So the cell body is similar like an animal cell. So it have the cytoplasm in it, nucleus is there inside, but the membrane is the fibrous, and these fibers are called as the dendrites. Now this longest dendrite is called as axon, which is surrounded by the myelin sheath, which is made up of the Schwann cells. So the composition of this myelin sheath is especially contain a lot of lipids and the protein, and hence this myelin sheath act as an insulator for the conduction of the nerve impulses. So nerve impulses not get lost over here as it is covered by the myelin sheath. So these impulses then can travel from the axon, and finally reach the nerve endings. In the nerve endings, the information which is present in the electrical impulses that get converted into the chemical impulses. So conversion of the impulses takes place here at the place of the nerve endings, and then the neurotransmitter are released into the gap present between these two neurons, that is called synapse. So this is the structure of the neuron. In your NCERT book, there you can see the few questions given just below the diagram, that is name the part where the information is acquired. So which part of the neuron acquires the information, receives the information? So that is nothing but the dendrites. The dendrite receives the message of stimulus, and hence the electrical impulses are generated in the cell body. Which part of the neuron transfers nerve impulses? So the axon transfers the nerve impulses from synapton to the nerve endings, and where the information is converted into the chemical form. So that is nothing but the nerve endings. In the nerve endings, the electrical impulses get converted into chemical impulses, and these chemical impulses are then released into the gap present between two neurons, that is called the synapse. And this synapse then transmit this chemical impulses up to the dendrite of the next neuron, and then the stimulation of next neuron takes place, which again becomes active and carry out the same process. So children, in our nervous system, the nerve cord is formed by the connection between the various neurons. It means the one neuron is connected to another neuron is again connected to the next neuron. So in this way, the network of the neuron is there. One neuron is connected to more than one neuron. So there is a network of the neuron as formed, and it ultimately forms the nervous system in the animals. So these neurons are involved in the process of conduction of the message from one part of the body to another, and hence the animal can give appropriate response to a particular kind of stimulus. So this is one of the important diagram of your syllabus. बोर्ड एग्जाम में आता है 3 मार्क्स के लिए, या फिर 5 मार्क के क्वेश्चन में भी आपको ये डायग्राम ड्रॉ करने के लिए आता है फॉर 2 to 3 मार्क्स, और दूसरे क्वेश्चंस वहाँ पे अटैच हो सकते हैं. सो इस तरीके से आपको ये डायग्राम को प्रिपेयर करना है. नेक्स्ट डायग्राम जो आपका इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट इज द न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन. आपको पता है बच्चों कि ये जो नर्व्स हमारे बॉडी में हैं, जो न्यूरॉन से बने हुए हैं, सो ये सारे नर्व्स हमारे बॉडी पे ग्लैंड्स एंड मसल्स को कनेक्टेड है. सो ये वो वाला पार्ट है जहाँ पर नर्व का एंडिंग आपके मसल्स को कनेक्टेड है, इसलिए हम इसको लेबल करते हैं इट इज अ न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन. The gap present between, or the connection between the neuron and the muscles. So यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं बच्चों कि ये मसल का एक मसल फाइबर है. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि ये मसल फाइबर है. Here you can see this is the muscle fiber to which the nerve endings are connected. So this is the axon. आप यहाँ पे इमेजिन कर सकते हैं कि ये वाला पार्ट नर्व एंडिंग है, यहाँ पे एक्सॉन है, यहाँ पे डेंड्राइट्स है. इस तरीके से आप इमेजिन कर सकते हैं. आप देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे नर्व मसल फाइबर को यहाँ पे ब्लड वेसल्स, ब्लड कैपिलरीज सराउंड रहे, एंड दिस इज द नर्व फाइबर टू विच द नर्व्स न्यूरॉन्स आर अटैच्ड. एंड हियर यू कैन सी, हियर इज द जूम स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ द न्यूरोमस्कुलर जंक्शन. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि ये वाले पार्ट को हमने जूम किया है, और जूम करके आप देख सकते हो कि कैसे दिखता है. एक सिंगल नर्व एंड आपको दिखाया है बच्चों. ये देखो आप मसल फाइबर का एक सरफेस, और वहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं कि ये नर्व एंडिंग का एक पार्ट. यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं कि माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया है. ऑफ कोर्स ये सेल टू सेल कनेक्शन है. सो माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया इज देयर, हियर आल्सो द माइटोकॉन्ड्रियाज आर देयर, एंड हियर यू कैन सी the chemicals that are secreted by the nerve endings, which gives message to our muscle cell accordingly, and accordingly our muscle cell give response to a stimulus. For example, if we touch a hot utensil accidentally, what happens? We automatically pulls our hand away from that hot utensil. Fine. So this is called appropriate response. pulling of hand away from the hot utensil is the automatic appropriate response. So ये जो प्रोसेस हुआ इसमें आपके मसल्स इन्वॉल्व हुए आर्म के, और ये मसल्स को कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होने के लिए जो मैसेज दिया वो किसने दिया, वो दिया आपके नर्व एंडिंग ने, टू गेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. वो बात नहीं करते कि टू गेट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, बोलेंगे नहीं. That message is given in the form of the chemicals, and accordingly the muscles contract and we automatically pulls our hand away from the hot utensil. So in this way the neurons are involved in the process of control and coordination. Children, in my next period I'll explain you the structure of the brain in detail. Apart from that, we will learn about the functions of the various regions of the brain, how it works, and later on we'll discuss about the reflex action, that is the appropriate and quick response to a particular kind of stimulus. So this is about my today's lecture where we have discussed about the nervous system, the parts of nervous system, and the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. Apart from that, we learn about the various sense organs and the receptors present in those sense organs. So this is about my today's lecture, children. If you like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.